Hi, this is Micornus, Phokane, the leader and the founder of Church Governance Solutions. We are continuing with the topic that speaks about the role of the congregants or the church members in church growth, the involvement or participation of the congregants in church growth. And today I want to deal with part 2, and I hope you're with us. Fasten your seatbelts and check with us as we deal with this topic. Now, I want to address inactivity to involvement. I want to address that because that is very important for us to look at that, because many of the members, many of the congregants, they just get uninvolved. And they don't want to be part of the involvement in the church. They become spectators. They sit and watch what is happening, and they don't get involved at all. So inactivity to involvement really would cause the church to slow down in growth and not grow at all. Now, the book of Judges, chapter 5, verse 2 says, praise ye the Lord for the avenging of Israel, when the people willingly offered to themselves. Very important, because then you look at a congregant or a church member who is ready to offer themselves. How important is this? It is very important because there are many of the churches that are having people that are watching and seeing. And many would give a lot of excuses of why are they not participating. And some would say they are busy, they are not available because they are busy, and therefore they are forever away and not therefore they cannot get involved. And you'll have such excuses. You'll have those that will say, no, I don't know what to do, and because other people are already involved in what I'm supposed to be doing, therefore I cannot participate because I don't know what to do. And some would actually blame the church for not having shown them what to do, while they are not availing themselves, and they are not availing themselves in any regard. Now, this is very disheartening when you look at Christians, born again, washed by the blood, sitting in a church and don't want to participate in the house of their father. And that is very disheartening. Now, this is very important that we emphasize that if we are going to speak about church growth, we're going to start looking at ability to be involved in the in and outs of the church, to participate in what is happening in the church by the members themselves. Because if they do so and avail themselves, they are going to make sure that there's church growth. Remember also, church growth would speak to recruiting members. It will speak to also evangelizing to people. And that needs members that freely avail themselves, that have willingly offered themselves to be part of the church and to participate in all the activities of the church that will make the church to grow. And without that, you're going to find it difficult to actually get anybody, actually bring anybody. And you're going to find it difficult as well to find actually the church growing. Because in this regard, when there's inactivity to involvement, therefore you're going to struggle in getting any new members in the church. Many people are inactive in churches. And of course, I would say even about 80%. And I'm sure there are studies that have been done that most of the time in churches, 20% of the people in the whole church do 80% of the whole work of the church, do 80% of the whole commitment. And that is something that when you scrutinize church arrangements and all different churches, you'll realize that the only few people that are carrying the whole load of the church in everything. And I'm speaking about in commitment regarding finances, commitment regarding activities and being involved. And that becomes problematic because remember that if it's only few people, therefore you're going to find it difficult to grow the church, because the church will grow by participation. The church will grow by allowing space for others to participate and opening it up for people to participate and be part of what is happening in the church. Now, when there is inactivity in the church and only few people participate, therefore what it does, it actually makes other people not to get involved as well. And it increases the number of inactive people in the church. And when the more you have inactive people that are not participating in what is happening, the more as well you are restraining the church from growing, and then the church shall not grow because of that reason as well. Now, many felt uninvolved, and when people feel uninvolved and they stay aloof and they feel they are not welcome, they feel discouraged as well, they feel like they don't want to participate at all. And I want to emphasize that this is very important, that we encourage people by pulling them in, involving them, making them that they're part of what we are busy doing. So therefore, when you have people that are participating in the church, therefore you are actually inviting others to participate as well. Now, in many churches, you'll realize that there are a lot of departments, but those departments as well, they're actually led by few people. They're actually being run by few people. Now, the very same few people, if they are active enough, they will actually even recruit others into the department. Make sure that you welcome them into the department. They participate as well. They become part of what is happening. And as you do so, you are encouraging them to really participate, and the church grows that way. Because remember that inactivity is actually making people aloof, as we've mentioned earlier. And therefore, people that have come with zeal to be part of what is happening, when they see everybody sitting back and not participating, people feel they are actually excluded. And people, when they are not active, they feel bored and they want to walk out of the church. And then the church will not grow because there's no activities. And I must emphasize also that when there's no enough space for people to grow, actually on personal basis, because of lack of inactivity, that have been blocked by the older members. Because sometimes the older members becomes a stumbling block to newer members that are coming in. Because they themselves don't participate, they themselves don't become active in the church, and some, even those that are active, they want to allow others space to participate as well. And we have seen this happening in different churches. And I want to emphasize that if we want to grow the church, therefore we should actually open up space and allow other people to participate. We should actually go out there on the seats, on the chairs, and pull people out, encourage them to participate, allocate them of tasks, and let them participate as well. Because the more active people are, the more church grows. Remember that the church growth that we're speaking about is not only confined to numbers as well. It is also including spiritual growth. And as we speak about the spiritual growth as well, many people grow by participating and be part of what is happening. And therefore, I want to emphasize that we need to involve people, we need to engage them, and the more you engage them, the more they become part of the church, and the more they feel that they are welcome, and the more they grow spiritually as well, because practice, of course, makes perfect. And I'm emphasizing this because each one of us should come to a point where we know that we need to recruit people in for church to grow. We need to bring them to become active. And when people are active, they become committed, and commitment has got the tendency of keeping the people and not allowing them to go. Because when people know that they're committed, they will continue coming to the church, and they will know that people rely on them because they are responsible in the church. And because of that, then church grows, and you're going to have more members coming to the church. And I must honestly say, there's nothing tangible they are doing. Some of the people that are in the church, no worthwhile contribution that they do, they are making at all to progress and grow the church, grow to the church and make the church grow. People are folding arms, some of them. People are just watching what is happening in the church. They just want to watch and don't want to be part of the church. Now, because this becomes in majority, as I've said, and that restricts the church from growing at all. Now, such must stop if growth must be experienced, because there are people that don't want to participate. They sit, they watch, they don't want to do things, and therefore they are there blocking other people, as I said. And such people that are blocking other people, as I've mentioned just now, they need to be stopped, because otherwise it will restrict the church from growing completely, and the church will actually stop growing completely. There's no useless member in the church. Everybody is useful. And therefore, other people need to be nudged at the back. Other people need to be given a pat on the shoulder. Other people need to be encouraged and to be invited to participate. So therefore, many people need to be motivated and to be let known that they're being appreciated. Because the more you appreciate people in the church, the more they want to participate and become members that are participating in the church as well. How wonderful it is to involve people and make them have experience of participating in the church, because the more they do that, they will actually feel honored and becoming part of the church. So there's no useless individual in the church. everybody can be useful. Everybody can participate. Everybody can be part of what's happening in the church, because by so doing, that will actually enhance the church growth. Each of us must rise up. Each of us must pray and partake in the growth of the church itself. And some could just only participate in prayer and praying for the church growth. And as we have more members and more people praying for the church growth as well, we will start seeing the church growing, because the church will rely on participating of others even in prayers as well. And I want to end up here today. Your host, Micornus Phokane. Thank you very much for listening to us and be part of this great topic. We are continuing tomorrow with part 3. Of course, please join us tomorrow as we deal with part 3. But before I check out, I want to make you aware that our Facebook page, Micornus Phokane, Facebook page, Church Governance Solutions, you need to like those pages. You need to make sure that you click notification buttons as well, so that you may be notified when we've posted materials of this kind. But also remember our YouTube channel, that we are ready for you to subscribe, and please make sure that you click notification button on it as well, so that you may be notified when there is a material of this kind that we posted. And I hope you'll join us as you do that, because there are a lot of materials that we posted on our YouTube channel, and that of a great help for you as well. Allow me to check out right here and say cheers for now.